All right, let's talk Nosferatu. Now, this is a classic, 1922, a silent film. Okay, um, is it difficult to watch? Does it still hold up? Well, I rewatched it last night, and I have to say that, honestly, if you were to watch it for your first time, and you have your squeeze next to you, do you really don't think she's gonna turn to you and be like, "Where's the where's the dialogue?" You might have to explain to her, "This is it's silent film, baby. It's silent film. You're gonna have to. It's really about the atmosphere." But even setting that aside, I think knowing what it is and going into it that way, I think it does. Now you have to find the version with the right score because that's what's really going to do it. Now, good luck finding the original version with the original score. From what I understand, that may not even exist anymore. So now when you watch it, people put together, they piece what they think or for what they know, and they kind of go from there. Okay, so there's some real powerful scenes. Okay, the cinematography, the shots are great, especially for that time. Let's see, a few scenes that come to mind. Definitely the iconic, what you see here, walking up the stairs. You have the creepy hand, the part, what in the boat when he comes out from the coffin. The the first time Nosferatu comes through the door in his castle, like lurking and hunting, and what that does to the main character's his fiance, or I think fiance, not a wife. Is it a wife? I might have missed that part, but I don't know. It's real powerful imagery, so I think it does hold up, but not as well as people might think. You need the right mood to get into this. But what's interesting about Nosferatu isn't necessarily the movie itself. Well, there's layers to it, and especially for filmmaking, you could study it and see how they did. I mean, the makeup for the character is great. Obviously, no CG. Couldn't even do it. They have no idea what the hell what that is. What the fuck is CG? But the monster's great. Nosferatu's creepy. Oh my god. The scene where he's at the window and he does like this number. This thing. That's just jarring. And the way he comes out from the coffin. Like he just lifts himself up. Very creepy. Very creepy. They used what they had very well, which can't really say the same about current movies, where they rely way too much on CG and it often looks fake, and it's like you're just watching a video game being played before your eyes. I don't want to watch that. I want to play a video game. Okay. So, but what's very interesting to me is the legacy around this movie. See, of course, you probably already know. Who doesn't? I mean, Nosferatu was inspired by Bram Stoker's Dracula, the book. Okay, I might have to spell that out. This was obviously before the film adaptation of Bram Stoker's Dracula. So what's the problem here? Well, because it's not using the name Dracula, and it's not necessarily the same, though it's similar. Imagine if a film company made a movie based on Harry Potter, but they called it Larry Cotter or something. They might have a more creative name. Nosferatu, Dracula. They might call it Larry the Special Wizard and his wizard friends or something. Or maybe call it Wizardly or something. Wizardry. There you go. But the movie is pretty much just scene to scene based on the Harry Potter book. I think J.K. Rowling would have a problem with it and would probably take him to court. So that's the problem here. But I would think, and here's the thing: when we're reading into this, we're reading into it. So you have this book that is a hit, right? It inspires a lot of other authors, and then inspires this film. You would think that Bram Stoker and or the family would reach out to what's the film company that made this? Piranha Film. Reach out to them and cut a deal, make a deal, okay? Because the movie's doing well. The movie's doing well, and whereas Bram Stoker is losing money, becoming penniless, becoming poor, they don't want to cut a deal. At least from what I gathered, because they went to court and what they asked for and what they got were for all the copies to be destroyed. I mean, maybe the other side, maybe Piranha Film didn't want to cut a deal. After all, they filed for bankruptcy to avoid a lawsuit. You can't cut a deal if the company goes for bankruptcy. I don't know. You maybe it's possible. Could have made a deal where everybody wins just a little, but everyone wants to be stubborn. Everyone loses, I guess. But it's not a total loss. Because obviously not all the copies were destroyed. You know, you can still watch it. It's public domain now. So you can watch it on YouTube. You know? And then it's going to get a new film. It's going to be remade by the director who did The Witch. Witch? I'm just adding the word witch right after witch. The Witch. Okay, which will be interesting to see, you know. Now, I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think of this film? And do you think it actually holds up? And when I don't know, I still question if it really holds up, because if you think about the common film goer, not so much. Don't kid yourself. The average film goer is probably, no, they're not going to entertain this. No. Like, the type of person who finds, like, Fast and Furious to be, like, you know, the best thing ever is probably not going to enjoy Nosferatu. And no hate on the Fast and Furious, you know, crowd, you know? Yeah, you like your movie, okay? But let's just be honest. Let's be honest. But with that said, with horror fans and knowing what it is and knowing what you're getting into, and hell, with the right score, I think so. Now, the other question, does Nosferatu stand up against vampire hunters? Like, there's not a vampire hunter in Nosferatu. There's no Van Helsing. But let's say Blade. Let's say you had Blade versus Nosferatu. Who would win? Now, people are going to be all saying, oh, Blade, of course. But Nosferatu has a power that I don't think Blade has really experienced. See, in all the scenes where Nosferatu comes in, there's this level of terror where the people become paralyzed, gripped in just terror, dread, utter dread. They can't move. And there seems to be this thing where someone experiences this terror, someone that's related in blood, or someone has a connection with them. I guess you call it blood magic or whatever. Even cross country, across the world, can experience it too. We're talking psychological horror here, real psychological horror. I don't even think Blade, the badass vampire hunter, can stump that. I mean, his martial arts and swordsmanship and gunsmanship, I don't think it's going to be a match to someone who can make him, it can render him terrified like that, like a little child, you know? See Blade balled up in the corner crying. So I'd be on Team Nosferatu. That's where I would be. Probably the only one. Anyway, let me know what you think about this. I'd like to do more classic horror movie reviews. Press that thumbs up, subscribe, More's to come. Let me know which one you want me to review in the comments section, and I'll make it happen. Y'all take it easy.